Hello and welcome to this lecture. In the previous lecture, you learned what a dictionary is, and in this lecture, you will be learning some of the operations that can be performed on a dictionary. I have Python's idle environment open, and in it I have the example from our previous lecture, which is a dictionary to map the price of a camera to its brand. The first operation which we will be looking at is the dictionary.keys operation. So what this does is it prints all the keys available in a dictionary. So if we take the example of price of cameras and I call keys operation on it, it lists out the keys Sony, Nikon and Canon. Similar to keys, we have another operation called values. And as you must have guessed, what it does is it prints out the values available in my dictionary. So if I print the price of cameras dictionary with the values operation, it returns 500, 600 and 700. The next operation which we will be looking at is the dictionary.copy operation. So what this does is it copies the values, the key value pairs from one dictionary to another dictionary. So let's see how that works. Let me create a second dictionary and let me call it copy of price of cameras. And this will be a copy of my first dictionary, price of cameras. So I call the .copy function on my first dictionary and the contents are being copied into my second dictionary. To make sure it worked as expected, let me print my second dictionary, which is copy of price of cameras. Now, as you can see, the contents are a copy of the first dictionary, price of cameras. The next operation is to delete a key value pair. Say I wanted to delete the key value pair Sony and 500. How do I do that? I do that by entering the keyword del space the name of my dictionary, which is price of cameras, and then I enter the key which is to be deleted within square brackets, which is Sony. Now if I try printing my dictionary, it should give me the output without the key value pair Sony, and it does. The final operation which we will be looking at is to clear the contents of a dictionary. Let's see how to do that. So it is dictionary.clear, and to go by our example of price of cameras, it will be price of cameras.clear. And if I print it, it should return to me an empty dictionary, which is just a pair of curly braces. So that's the end of this lecture and the section on dictionaries. Let's take a quick review of what you have learned in this section. We started this section by discussing about what a dictionary is, which is a set of key value pairs that are referenced by a single name. And then we saw how to create a dictionary. You have a variable name and an assignment operator and your key value pairs within a pair of curly braces. So you enter the first key and then the value associated to that key after a colon, and then you separate key value pairs using comma. So you first have one key value pair, you enter a comma, and then you have the next key value pair, and so on. Now we have an example dictionary which is color of fruits. What this would do is it stores the name of the fruit as the key and the value as the color of that fruit. So in this example, we have color of fruits with apple, yellow, orange as name of the fruits and red, yellow and orange as colors of the fruits respectively. And then we saw how to retrieve values from a dictionary. To retrieve values, it is similar to that of a list or a tuple, but instead of mentioning the integer as index, what you will do is mention the key associated to that value as that index. So you call the dictionary color of fruits and pass the index as the name of the fruit to get its color. So if I need to retrieve the color of the fruit mango, I would say color of fruits and index it with the key mango, and that should return the color yellow. And then we saw how to update a value associated to a dictionary key. To update a value, all you have to do is call your dictionary with the key that you want and then assign it with a new value. So if I need to change the color of apple, I would say color of fruits, pass the index apple and assign a new value. In this example, I have assigned the value green. So our dictionary now has the value modified as apple with the color green. And then we saw some of the dictionary operations. The first operation which we checked was the keys operation, which lists all the keys of your dictionary. And similar to keys, you also have the values operation, which lists all the values of your dictionary. And then what we saw was to delete a key value pair using the del keyword. So you say del with the name of your dictionary and the key for the key value pair which you want to delete. So if I want to delete the key value pair apple, I would call my dictionary and pass the index as apple, and that would delete the key value pair apple and green and return the output of my dictionary as orange and mango with apple removed from the dictionary. Next, what we saw was to copy the contents of one dictionary to another dictionary. To do that, create a new dictionary, let's call it copy of color of fruits, and assign it with the value of your dictionary dot the copy function. So that will copy the contents of your dictionary into another dictionary. And finally, what we saw was the clear operation, which is used to clear the contents of your dictionary. So if you call it with color of fruits dot empty, that would return a pair of curly braces, which is an empty dictionary. So that's the end of review on this section on dictionary. Go through all the PDF notes attached and the exercise problems. Use the discussion board in case you need any help from me. The next lecture we will be discussing about conditional statements. By this dictionaries, we have come to an end of the data types in Python. From conditional statements, we will be starting to learn how we can manipulate all this data in Python. I'll see you there. Thank you.